Peboan and Seegwun by Charles Larry. At the end of winter, an old man sat alone in his lodge. Day after day, he heard nothing but the howling wind sweeping snow across the land. One night, as the lodge fire was dying, a young man peeked through the door with cheeks flushed, eyes sparkling like sunlight on water. He greeted the old man with a smile.
"Ah, my son,"
said the old man, motioning for his visitor to sit.
"I am happy to see you."
He filled a carved pipe with kinnikinnick, a mixture of willow bark and tobacco. After lighting the pipe, he handed it to the young man to smoke. Then they each spoke in turn.
"When I blow my breath,"
the old man said,
streams stand still, water becomes stiff and hard as quartz.
"I breathe," said the young man, "and flowers spring up everywhere."
"When I toss my hair,"
said the old man,
"leaves fall from the trees and birds fly to distant lands. With my breath, the ground freezes hard as flint and snow covers the world, while the animals hide."
"I shake my hair," said the young man, "and rain falls upon the earth, causing plants to grow. My voice recalls the birds. My breath unlocks the stream, which fill the air with musical laughter." As the sun rose, warming the place, the old man became silent. A robin and bluebird began to sing as the breeze carried the fragrance of herbs and flowers. Daylight revealed to Seegwun the spirit of spring, the true nature of his host. Looking at the old man, he saw the icy face of Peboan, Old Man Winter. Streams began to flow from Peboan's eyes. As the sun climbed higher and higher, Peboan grew less and less and finally melted completely away. Where his lodge fire had been, there appeared a spring beauty, one of the earliest to bloom of the northern flowers. The end. A note. The story of Peboan and Seegwun was collected from the Ojibwa by Henry Schoolcraft and included a book called Algic Researches, published in 1839. The Ojibwa tells several versions of the story portraying the transition from winter to spring. In this one, the transition is relatively gentle. In other versions, it is not. The Ojibwa are a northern forest people who migrated from eastern North America before settling in what are now the states of Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. They did not call themselves Ojibwa, a name of uncertain meaning given to them by others. Their own name for themselves, Anishinaabe, means one of the people. The Anishinaabe learned to live with the land. They knew how to use the things of the forest for their homes, clothing, tools, weapons, food, and medicine. In this story, I have shown the daily life of the Anishinaabe in the seasons of spring and winter, and in one instance, fall. Some of the activities depicted are ice fishing for sturgeon, canoe making, bear hunting, and the gathering, processing, and storing of wild rice. Other scenes focus on the animal and plant life found in the North Woods. I've tried to show how the Anishinaabe lived before they had any contact with European peoples. Therefore, you will not find metal tools or weapons, kettles or cloth. As the scenes here depict the Anishinaabe in their daily activities, you will not see much of the beautiful porcupine quill work for which these people are well known. Elaborately decorated clothing was probably used for ceremonial or festive occasions only. I hope I may be forgiven for having taken poetic liberties when sources were vague or even contradictory. For any mistakes, I apologize to the Anishinaabe. I would like to thank all the people, past and present, at the University Libraries, Northern Illinois University, who stood behind me on this project, and a big thank you to Emilu CL. A note from the author. And I also apologize for my pronunciation of the words that are not from English, because I might have ruined some names. I apologize. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. The end.